Hi, everybody, and welcome to Evolve Love. I am your host, Amanda, and I am so happy that you have found this podcast. Are you looking for daily inspiration, motivation, and wisdom to help you begin your day feeling supported and uplifted with love? Well, you have come to the right place. This podcast is a space of encouragement where you can be held in your self-development because in order to evolve, you need love, and it begins here with you. Now, let's get into today's episode. Hi, everybody. Happy Friday. We are back with a beautiful Venus Day exercise here, or thoughts around Venus Day for this week. And I am just so excited about this because this is something that I do. And I also think a lot of you probably do this too. But it's just a special way to celebrate the time that we're in. And I know that last week we shifted our attention to around the Venus energy. Like instead of it just being about beautifying ourselves, last week we talked about the beauty around us. And in today, we're going to talk about the beauty that we can bring into our mind. Because yesterday we talked a lot about expanding in our power of our voice by using voice notes and to just call in what it is that we're wanting, and also to reflect on how we're feeling. And when I was thinking about this, I thought, what other tools around us can be really supportive for us in this energy? And a lot of the time when we're looking to really give energy to our manifestations or to the things that we're desiring and wanting, we know that vision boarding can be a beautiful thing. And so today what I wanted to do was to talk about the tools that we can use to support ourselves with the natural and cosmic rhythms of the seasons, the zodiac seasons, which is what we've been talking about here all week. And I just think it's a beautiful way to live. I truly, truly do. So one of the things I mentioned, vision boarding, yes, but I want to give a little bit of a specific twist to this because I started doing this, I want to say it was before my twins were born. I think it was probably 3 years ago I started doing this, because before I would do one overall vision board for the year on my Pinterest. So like a Pinterest board, but I wanted to get really specific. So what I ended up doing was I would create Pinterest boards for each zodiac season. And what I loved about this is I found a lot of cool information about how to support yourself during each season. And I loved that. I would put things on my boards that really held the energy of that given time for things that I wanted to achieve and go after. So for example, in let's say Taurus season, okay? So for my Taurus season board, a big part of Taurus is the earth energy, the grounding energy. And for me, what was really important was, feeling the sun on my eyes the moment that I was up, getting outside, putting my feet on the ground barefoot with my cup of coffee. So I had images like that in my board, specifically for Taurus season. So we're talking about the element that it's associated with, the energy, the different traits of the zodiac sign, and how can we use that. So with our Pinterest boards, doing them by zodiac season, I feel like we can really get specific in our hopes and dreams within those little bursts of time, because they are little bursts of time. And with this, it got a little overwhelming at times to do individual season boards. So I ended up doing then the winter season or fall season, the weather seasons as boards, because then I could still include those zodiac signs and ideas into the boards, but I had just one board of winter, one board of summer. And that was helpful and really supportive too. So if you're interested in trying to find more ways that you can bring supportive energy into your seasons, I highly recommend doing that, because Pinterest also helps to generate a lot of oh, if you like this, you may like this. And you may not have found that before. So it's just kind of a fun little thing to do. Another thing that I do sometimes, and I haven't been doing it really much lately because this is just a busy season of my life where I don't have as much time to read, but I love reading. I absolutely love it. Fiction, nonfiction. I love getting lost in a book and I love learning. But this has definitely been more of a season of listening for me. So audiobooks or podcasts and things like that. But what I am recommending to you about like connecting to the beauty of the seasons is to create a list in your phone of books that you're wanting to read that go along with the theme or feeling of a given season or zodiac season. So like if you wanted to label January books, February books, and go from there. And so what I had done originally when I was trying to encourage myself to read more is I would challenge myself to one fiction book and one nonfiction book of a specific time. And so I can't remember, I know we were talking about Taurus season, so I'm going to go back. We'll keep talking about Taurus season. So for May, I remember that one of my books that I was going to read as a nonfiction was Rewilding Motherhood. And that was giving like Mother's Day energy, but also to like the Taurus and the earth element of that rewilding. That was a really good book. So this was like a couple years ago that I did this. Or actually it might've been last year. But who knows? So May. And so that was the May nonfiction book. And then the fiction book was something I think also that had that earth energy. I actually want to say it was like a historical fiction. I really do like historical fiction. I can't remember what it was though, but it was something like that because it felt supported in that energy. And then for June, yes, we're shifting into summer. Okay, so we have all these things. And I think for me, my nonfiction book that I read was The 5 a.m. Club by Robin Sharma because I wanted something to ignite my summer energy. I wanted to get up. I wanted to be with the sun. I wanted to feel that. That was an incredible book too. So I loved that. And then I did a summer romancy kind of thing, like a fun beachy read for my fiction. So if you wanted to set up something like this for yourself too, it can help you because it's going to support the energy. Like I said, you will be supported by the energy and you are going to support the energy yourself. It's a beautiful exchange. And I actually have something really big that I'm hoping to be announcing coming soon in early August. So if I know in yesterday's episode, I talked about the seasonal newsletter that I'm going to be doing with Evolve Love. So if you haven't heard about that, listen to, or I'll share at the end of this episode too, but DM me over on @_Evolve Love on Instagram because I'll make sure that you're signed up for all of that because the newsletter is going to be free. Everything within the newsletter and the resources in it, that'll be free too. So definitely check that out. The other thing too that I wanted to share quickly before I end, another idea of how to support ourselves with the natural and cosmic rhythms is to, in your phone's app, not only do your intentions for the year, but do intentions for the seasons as well. And if you want to, do them specifically for the zodiac season. So this can connect back to the Pinterest vision board idea, but maybe this is more specific to like writing out your intentions. And again, like when you create your yearly intentions at the beginning of the year, maybe even there, like starting to break that down. So saying like, these are the things that I want to do, but this feels more like a summer goal. In fact, it actually feels more like a Leo goal. So during Leo season, I'm going to work on this. So you can take your intentions from the year and map out where do these intentions best fit with the energy of a given zodiac season, just to feel like that extra connection. So what I wanted to mention again in the beginning here is that at the end here is that I am going to be sharing resources that go along to support you in each zodiac season. And I'm going to be launching the first one July 22nd for the start of Leo season. So if you want to get on that email list to receive all of this beautiful free supportive content, make sure you check out my Instagram @_Evolve Love because I'm so excited to be sharing all that's coming. And there's going to be something coming in August too. So definitely be checking it out there. But I'm so grateful to you. I'm so grateful for your listens and your support. And I'm so excited for next week to check in with you. And I hope you have a beautiful weekend. I really do. So let's get after these Venus themes and create more beauty in our life wherever we're able.